Hi, I'm new. I'm new to booktube. I'm really excited. I'm actually kind of nervous. I wanted to introduce myself to you. My name is Kate. I have an Instagram or a bookstagram that I've had for about 2 years now. And I just wanted to make my way over to this platform and this community over here and kind of get to know you. I'm super nervous. This is something I'm not necessarily the most comfortable with, but I'm excited. There's that like get to know me booktuber tag. I didn't like the questions, so what I decided to do is grab a big stack of books and kind of tell you what they are. Kind of create my own list so that way you can get to know what kind of reader I am and if we're gonna be besties for the resties. So number 1, a weird book that you love. Bunny by Mona Awad. I don't know how to pitch these books to you. I'm not going to pitch these books to you. That's not the point of this video, but this is like the weirdest book I've ever read. Absolutely loved it. Read this because of Kayla from Books and Lala randomly, and it ended up being literally one of my favorites of the year. I read it and don't even remember the year. Number 2 is a sci-fi fantasy book that you love, and Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I think this is kind of a safe pick for a lot of people, but oh my gosh, like this one made me love sci-fi, maybe not as scared of sci-fi anymore. Number 3 is a nonfiction, like a memoir that you really loved. And it's I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy, my girl from iCarly, who I grew up with and wanted to be just like Sam. This was kind of heartbreaking, what she went through. It was weird knowing that she was going through all of this while I was watching her and thinking that Jeanette was like Sam Puckett, but she's not. Like this was really insightful. It's kind of hard to read, but it was really good. If you haven't read that one yet, highly recommend. Number 4 is a book that everyone seemed to like, but I didn't. The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I didn't jive with this one. This wasn't one that I enjoyed, and I tried. I did half audio, I did half physical. I tried. I did not enjoy this book, and that seems to be really unpopular. Don't come for me. The next question is a book that you love that was 500 pages or more, and that's Look Closer by David Ellis. Hang on. It's 448 pages, so we're just gonna pretend that that's 500. I didn't do my homework before. Look Closer by David Ellis. So many twists, so many turns, so good. 500 pages is so intimidating to me, and I got through it so fast. The next one is a book that I loved that hasn't been released yet. And that is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Atria was so kind to send this to me so I could promote it over on my Bookstagram, but this is my entire personality. Sometimes Lisa Jewell's books are hit or miss, but this right here, this book, read it so fast. I want to be a podcaster now because of this book. It was chef's kiss incredible. The next one is a book that I love that's not a thriller. It's The Boys Club by Erica Katz. It's just about this woman who becomes a lawyer and has to work with all the kind of top dog lawyers, but all of them are male, and she's the only female in this club, and she has to prove her way, but she kind of loses herself throughout the time. It's about how she finds out who she is, what she's made of. That makes this book sound deeper than it is. It's not that deep, but it's really good. A book that I loved that other people did too. I have two of them. In My Dreams I'll Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead and The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. These two are fantastic reads. Very different. Both of them are different. This one's creepy. This one is mystery. And if I could sell my kidney to reread them, I would. 100%. Oh, this one is a book that I personally don't feel gets enough hype. And that's Darling Rose Gold by Stephanie Roble. Oh, this book is so good. It's about this girl who is sick all of the time, but thinks that her mom might be poisoning her, and they find out that the mom was, and it's not a spoiler, and mom goes to jail and comes back and reunites with the daughter, and now it's happening all over again. Something's going on. It's so good. Darling Rose Gold. The next book that I have is a book that I'm excited to read. Hasn't come out yet. Publication is September. That's Rouge by Mona Awad. I think we have all known now my love for Mona and her weird books. So this is about a girl who is obsessed with skin and skincare and having like the smoothest skin that she can have, and just the detriments about that. And it's supposed to get weird, which means I'm gonna love it. The book I'm reading next, The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Dutton kindly sent this to me, and I got it in the mail about a week ago. It is the next book that I will be reading. So excited to have the next Riley Sager in my hand. I cannot believe this is the second one that Dutton has sent me as a finished copy, and I'll never get over it. The last book I DNF'd. Odd. It's The Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce. I'm not a big police point of view, procedural detective kind of girl. I don't enjoy reading from detectives or police point of views. It's kind of where this one was going. I thought it was going to be a little more creepy, and it was going more detective. I think it's one I'll probably pick back up. Maybe. This is my first Sarah Pierce, so maybe The Retreat will be better, but I put it down. It just lost me. I wasn't interested in it. I wanted to do the last book I got in the mail, and that was today. It's The Neighbors We Want by Tim Lane. Crooked Lane was so kind to send this to me. Basically, it's how far will a couple go to keep their marriage intact unless their secrets tear it apart first. That's all I've read. All I need to know. I love domestic thrillers. I love secrets that can tear people apart. This comes out in September, so I will be reading this closer to publication date so that way I can talk about it and take some photos of that one. And the last one is a book that I'm intimidated to read, and I don't know why. On the Savage Side by Tiffany McDaniel. I've heard this is so good. I believe it's so good. It has great reviews, great ratings. I think it's because it's heavy. It's a heavy book. It's a thick girl. I'm scared. I want to. I'm just intimidated. A few fun facts about me. I exclusively read right now thrillers, horror, sci-fi, fantasy, dystopian, kind of like the darker side. Love dark books. I live in the state of Florida with my husband. We live close to the coast. He actually has his own fishing YouTube that I make cameos in when you can get me up that early. We have 3 dogs, 2 labs and 1 smaller dog. There's just a mixture of a bunch. Fosco, Barley, and Sadie are their names. You'll see them around. I am a type 1 diabetic, so you see this fun thing. Tells me my blood sugar all the time. I'm related to Edgar Allan Poe, and I normally read around 90 books a year. I'm hoping to up that a little bit. Not because I care about a number, but because when I actually sit down and think about it, I'm on my phone a lot. And I know if I put that down, I could actually read a lot more. So my goal is to kind of up that every year, just to be more mindful of less screen time and more reading and doing what I love. I'm a 7 on the Enneagram. So if any of you are 7, wing 8, and know what that is, let me know, because I don't actually find a lot of 7s in the world. So if you are one of those, I would love to meet you. I'm super excited to be here and can't wait to film more and read more with you and do vlogs and hauls and get creative and just flex some creative juices. Really looking forward to getting to know all of you and looking forward to sharing some of my reading life.